Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom. I want to begin a camp lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father.
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Akasadah.
Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Back up with another lesson through the spirit, man. Saturday camp, as we always do. Don't really have no topic for this camp for real, or anything that I want to just be going to, or anything like that. Or anything like that, man. Really just gonna be going through the spirit today. And yeah, man, Lord willing, the lesson is edifying to those out there listening and watching. I want to start off with a precept that I was reading earlier. I was doing my highlights. You know, probably just be various topics, really just going into things going on in the news and stuff like that. Just random stuff, really. Whatever the spirit presents me with, man. So, I'm gonna go ahead and find that, man. It's concerning the wicked. Because in these days that we're in right now, man, we're starting to see day by day the fall and the downfall of the wicked, man. The wicked of the earth. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing the downfall of the wicked of the earth, man. Starting to see the downfall of the wicked of the earth, man. The wicked kingdom is indeed collapsing, right? That's what we're seeing now in these days that we're in, right? And our job is to sound the trumpet, you know what I'm saying? Sound the horn, warn the people, let them know that these things are coming to pass and that they've been coming to pass. And that this is indeed the end and the collapse of the revived Roman Empire that we're in right now, which is comprised of the EU, NATO, as well as America, Babylon the Great, man. It's all coming down, right? All of these things, this way of life that we know is collapsing. The government shutdowns, the things going on in the world, the wars, the rumors of wars, things like natural disasters and stuff like that, earthquakes going on, you know what I'm saying, being hit by inflation, recession on the way, things of that nature, man. All of these things are scriptural, and it is prophecy, Amen. Man. What's going on? Amen. All of these things are prophecy, man. All of it, right? The Lord said that these things were going to come to pass from the beginning, right? The Lord established the end from the beginning. So the fact that these things are coming to pass right now on the earth, it isn't a surprise to us, right? Because the Lord bestowed wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to the elect, to the elect, you know what I'm saying, Lord willing, we be that number. But to his servants, the prophets, which we are the prophets of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Myself as well as other brothers who are affiliates of Great Millstone, who are pushing this 100% truth through peace and sincerity, man. And Lord willing, correct me. So, like I always say, man, we just got to continue doing what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Bringing forth this message, letting people know, warning the people, sounding the trumpet. Lord willing, the elect, the rest of the elect, wake up, you know what I'm saying? The hopeful elect, of course, is what I mean by that. And Lord willing, we'll be up out of this place soon. But I want to go ahead and start off with this, man, concerning the wicked. with me one moment, man. You know, our people, man, as a whole, they just live in a.
You know where Asbury is? I guess it's a church, the thrift store.
Nope.
Asbury.
Nope.
Thank you.
So with that being said, man, you know, people act like they don't have a phone. I got no directions and shit. The fuck? Shalaka, man. Anyways, let me see where I want to start at. All right, we can start at verse 8, man. And this concerning something that I pulled out in my lesson the other day as well, right? Talking about what's going on, these food stamps and stuff like that. People putting their trust in men. You know, the elder brother Manasseh Zakba mentioned this in his lesson as well. The fact that you people should not be living off of food stamps, right? It's okay to have it or use it in a circumstance for a short period of time, but y'all are full-heartedly living off of food stamps. That's not okay. That's not stable enough. You should not be living off the government, man. You should be trying to work, you know what I'm saying, build your lives up, things of that nature. Get a job, man. That's just a spirit of slothfulness, really. Laziness. A lot of these people out here, they refuse to work. And now the government has cut the things off, like we told y'all was gonna happen. They've cut food stamps off. They've cut y'all aid off, right? Very soon, within the next week, a little under a week, we're gonna see how these effects are gonna come to pass and how people are reacting right now, right? People are already reacting in a crazy manner. They're already reacting in a crazy manner. Just imagine how these people are gonna react when real stuff goes down, when shit actually hits the fan. Cause we haven't even hit that point yet. When Jacob's trouble come to pass, how are they gonna react then? Majority of these people that are reacting all crazy and stuff like that are women. That's really what it is. A lot of them are women, man. A lot of them are women. And that's gonna be the majority of those who are gonna be destroyed as well. Who the Lord's gonna come down and strike you niggas down, the 2/3. Because a lot of you women are opposed to this truth. Because it's not made for you. If you can't receive it, it's not made for you, right? There's very few sisters in this truth, man, who actually understand, who actually get it, who the Lord blessed to understand, man. But the rest of you women out here, entitled, rebellious, don't want to receive instruction, right? Y'all are going to be left high and dry very soon. And we're going to see how much y'all independency, how much femininity, or it's like not femininity, but feminism helps y'all. The book of Psalm, chapter 118, and verse 8, it says, it is better, let me get verse 7. The Lord Yahweh taketh my part with them that help me, therefore shall I see my desire upon them that hate me. Here's verse 8 of my point. It is better to trust in the Lord Yahweh than to put confidence in man, right? Y'all are trusting in men. Y'all put y'all confidence in men, knowing that men fail. Y'all put y'all confidence in y'all trust in men, and now y'all are upset because y'all put y'all confidence in y'all trust in men for generations, for years, right? Years upon years. Oh, the government got me. That's okay. I'm going to just go with the government, and they're going to take care of me. All of these things, man. Relying off the government for years as if that is substantial, as if that is a sturdy means of living, right? That's not a good foundation to be upon. The government does not care about its people, and people are starting to realize that more and more, right? This truth is getting out more and more. People are starting to realize who the true children of the Lord is, which is the Israelites, more and more. Verse 9, it is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes, right? These rulers, y'all put y'all confidence in rulers, in men. Well, you should be putting your confidence in the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. Because that's what we do. We understand that the Lord can take care of us way better, way more than these damn rulers and kings. and men on the earth, because they don't have no power. They don't have no power that can mess with the Heavenly Father and God's Son. They don't have anything that can measure up to that. It says, they compass me about, Salaki, verse 10, all nations compass me about, but in the name of the Lord Yahweh will I destroy them, right? As it reads, man, in the book of Matthew. Let me get there. I'm starting to do a better job of getting into my book, man. I was highlighting my precepts today earlier, but I still got to get into it more and more as I continue on through this journey, man. Oh, Salaki is right. The divided kingdom. Here it is. The book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Right? So these people, they, and I mentioned this, I didn't pull out this exact precept, but this is the basis of my lesson I did Thursday night when I was reacting to that scoffer online. Y'all are denying us, coming against us. All you doing is coming against the Lord. So you're denying the Lord in a sense, right? Because we were sent by who? The Lord. You denying the Lord through us. So as we just read, he's going to deny you through his Father, right? And this is Yahweh Shah speaking. It's not in a red letter in this edition, but my other book, and even if I put it up on the, on the blue letter, it'll show in the red letter. Let me continue reading though. Verse 34, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Right? Yahweh Shah is saying that he's coming to send a sword, man. He's not coming smiling. He's not coming with a big smile on his face. No, he's coming to bring forth salvation. He's coming to bring forth vengeance of the saints. He's not coming to make friends. He's not coming to hold hands. Last time the Lord was on the scene, Yahweh Shah, y'all murdered him. Y'all crucified him on the cross. Y'all crucified him. So this time when he come back, as it reads, he's going to be coming back and he's going to get his revenge on those who crucify him, and he's going to get revenge on those who spilt the blood of the saints, right? As said in Revelation. It says, for I'm come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And that word variance means, right, division. It goes into division. And a man's foe shall be there of his own household. So like I've said, watch when these food stamps get cut off. There's going to be another thing that's going to bring forth a sense of division, right? Right? Somebody going to ask you for help. Somebody may ask you for help that don't have food stamps, who don't got the money to pay for it, and you tell them no. It's going to be all hell, right? There's no telling. This shit could bring forth an immense amount of chaos, coupled with other things, right? If other things start to get put onto this, it's going to get worse and worse from there. Let me get it. Because when people ain't had no food in a few days, when people ain't been able to go get no food in a few days, right? And they belly been starving and bubbling, because, you know, these people think just because your belly growl, that means it's time for you to eat. When they ain't had no food in a few days, they already done told y'all they're going to start stealing, right? They're going to start looting, all of these other things. This is going to cause more and more division amongst the people. More and more division amongst the people, man. To where everybody is fighting each other. And then there comes civil unrest and civil war, right? One people standing up and fighting against another with no regard of the legitimate government, which is where I'm getting to right now. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 14, and it reads, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein," meaning woe, meaning destruction. "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." And what's the modern day sword right now? The modern day sword is a gun. So the vision that the Lord bestowed upon Ezra is a horrible vision of judgments coming upon the earth. Why is the Lord sending judgments, these said judgments upon the earth? Why is the Lord doing this? Why is the Lord going to do this to a majority of people? Why is the Lord going to do this to his people, the Israelites? Why is the Lord going to do this to the heathen nations? Let's get verse let's go to 2nd Ezra 15, verse 1. "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy." That's what I'm doing right now. That's what we're doing on these corners, man. It's not for nothing. "Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." Right? So those who don't believe the things that we're saying are gonna come to pass, hey, we shall see what the end will be for y'all. It's not for us to think about or wonder about, because we told you that these things are gonna come to pass. And some of these things are starting to unfold right now on the scene. "For behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." Now let me read that again. Verse 5. "Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." Why is the Lord bringing these things upon the world? "For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth." This whole society, this whole world that we live in right now is being polluted by wickedness. Why? How is it being polluted by wickedness? It's being polluted by wickedness because the people who are in charge, the people who are leading right now, are wicked. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. He covered the judges. He covered the faces of the judges, right? Roughly paraphrasing. It's in the book of Job. But the wicked are in rulership right now. As it reads, man, when the wicked are in rulership, the people mourn. But when the righteous are in rulership, the people rejoice. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So when these things come to pass, there shouldn't be any question as to why the Lord is doing this. Because the people of the earth have been living in wickedness. That is why the Lord is bringing forth these scourges, because the people are living in wickedness. They have no care or concern or any type of thought as to what will happen if they bring forth wickedness and do iniquity more and more. There isn't a thought in their head. They live life aimlessly. They just go about and do things. And they don't consider what will happen if they do these things. But very soon the Lord is going to make it known as to why they should consider it when people start dropping like flies, when famine starts spreading, when pestilence starts spreading, when we have earthquakes and volcanoes and tsunamis and all of these other things that are going to come upon the earth. People are going to be wondering why these things happening. Well, guess what? We told y'all these things are going to happen and why the Lord is doing it. So like I said, there should not be any wonder as to why it's happening, because if you go back and look at how through the history of, it says Yahweh Shai left the scene. What has been going on earth? Destruction, killing, theft, all of these other things that have been coming to pass day by day. You have people out here spreading forth forever chemicals, poisoning the food, bringing forth tributaries, right? We're active slaves right now. All of these things that the Edomites have done, as well as other people, not just them, Jake as well, But it's a group of people that have a major more influence on it than us. Those people are going to have to face the Lord in the day of judgment. And they're not going to win that battle. Verse 7, therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. That's what we do, man. That's what we're doing. I'm not saying that we're righteous, but that's fitting the scriptures for those who are the servants of the Lord. We're striving to be righteous. We're striving to be just, right? We complain continually because living around wickedness is vexing to us. And therefore, saith the Lord, what I just say, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. That's what I just said. The Lord is coming back. He's not coming back smiling. He's not coming back to shake people's hands, to greet them, to spread love, all this other bullshit that Christianity pushed forth. No, he's coming to avenge the elect of the house of Israel, the 144,000, followed by the 1/3 innumerable multitude, right? Lord willing, we be at that number. He's coming to avenge his people, man, and bring forth judgment upon the wicked. That's it. That's all it's ever been. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, which America is referred to in the scriptures in the book of Revelation as spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Behold, I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. The Lord is about to bring forth mighty, mighty judgment upon America, Babylon the Great, also known as spiritual Sodom and Egypt. And these people are going to mourn and wail and cry and all this other shit because they love this life that we live in. They love the way that things are going right now. They love living in this spirit of slumber, where they don't have to really wake up to reality of what's really going on in the world, right? Niggas are dying right now. A lot of people are dying around the world. You have, I don't even want to say what's going on over there in Western Asia, because these people are take my damn video down. But you have mass groups of people committing mass murders on other groups of people right now. You have men around my age, military age men, going out and dying instantly for a war that's funded by millionaires and billionaires for no reason at all. But yet, these people are concerned with marching in the streets as if that's gonna do something. But hey, as it says in the scriptures, man, there's gonna be riots, uproars, all of these things. Like, the Lord said these things were gonna come to pass, so I'm not saying that as if I'm surprised, because I already know. But let me go back to 2nd Ezra Salakia. Verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, right? Like I said, the modern day sword is a gun. We're about to see food stamps get cut off. And it could be other things that get cut off based on this government shutdown. And these people are reacting the way that they're reacting right now. Just imagine how much worse it'll be when things completely collapse. For there shall be sedition, meaning rebellion, revolting, revolution, among men, and invading one another, right? They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So people are going to start doing things, right? Looting, okay? Home invasion, break-ins, theft, all of that good stuff. Because of lack of bread, famine, all of these different things that are coming upon the earth. And they're not gonna regard what can happen to them, that they can go to prison, that they can get arrested. They're not gonna care about none of that stuff in that day. They're not gonna care about none of it at all. Now, like I said, man, the Lord is not coming with stretched out arms. The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and the clouds of the Lord are his chariots, man. And every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. Salakia, amen. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, saith the Lord, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty. The Lord gonna come with a whirlwind, man. It says, Black Americans and Latinos feel alienated in Trump's America. Poll says, share of Americans who say they feel like a stranger in their own country. I wonder why. Because we came over here as foreigners. It's in the scriptures, man. We were dispersed. We were foreigners in this land, strangers. People are waking up, man. Even through that, people are waking up. I don't feel like I belong here. Yeah. Because we was brought over here. We were dispersed among the nations through the curses. I was going to bring up, I will not meet thee as a man. But I'm going to go back to verse Psalm 118. I'm trying to find this other precept. Might be Psalm 104. Psalm 96. Here it is. Psalm 94 and verse 12 says, Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Lord, and teachest him out of thy law, that thou mayest give him rest from the days of adversity, until the pit be digged for the wicked. We're coming up upon the day of adversity very soon. These days that are going to be hard, man, these perilous times. That's why we're catching hell right now on this side, right? Very soon, when shit hits the fan and Jacob's trouble goes down, those are the beginning stages of the kingdom of heaven, man. Because these things are leading to the downfall of Esau's kingdom. That's why these things are coming to pass, man. So when Jacob's trouble goes down, we get into those beginning stages, man, that is the beginning of the end for the Edomites, right? The true beginning. Like, that's when you're gonna really start seeing the collapse of this place. The wicked are gonna be removed from their home, man. Right? For Jacob is the beginning of the world. So like for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. 2 Ezra 6:9. It says, verse 13, that thou mayest give him rest from the days of adversity until the pit be digged for the wicked. For the Lord will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance. But judgment shall return unto righteousness, and all the upright in heart shall follow it. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Right? That's what I'm saying, man. The Lord is coming to stand up for his people and bring forth salvation as well as vengeance. Unless the Lord Yahweh had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. When I said, my foot slippeth, thy mercy, O Lord, Yahweh held me up. In the multitude of my thoughts within me, thy comforts delight my soul. The Lord is going to come against the workers of iniquity, man. And they're already it says in a verse, the Lord is already bringing forth hell upon these people. Bit by bit, piece by piece. Psalm 96. Psalm 96. In verse 10, it says, say among the heathen that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua reigneth. The world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved. He shall judge the people righteously. Let the heavens rejoice, and let the earth be glad. Let the sea roar, and the fullness thereof. The earth gonna rejoice because these people have been destroying the world, man. The world has actively been destroyed and been being destroyed for years by these people who have brought forth wars and stuff like that, just polluting the earth continually. Polluting the earth continuously, man. Day by day, just spreading forth chemicals in the air and slowly killing us. Slowly killing the earth. Let the field be joyful in all that is therein. Then shall all the trees of the wood rejoice. Behold, the Lord Yahweh, for he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with his truth. So the Lord is going to send down Yahweh Shah Mashiach to bring forth judgment upon the earth. He's going to bring forth judgment upon the earth, man. That's what he's coming back to do. I'm trying to think. I was about to bring out something. What was I about to bring out? I never forgot what I was about to bring out. I ain't never seen that car. Let me think, 35 minutes. I'm trying to think though. I was about to bring something else out. Lord bring forth judgment upon the world. This is the fall of their kingdom, man. The downfall. We got what he said, man. He said in the Boondocks, it's a scene, man. In the Boondocks, is a scene that of Uncle Ruckus when his grandma comes to visit him because he basically been saying that she's about to die. Every single time she been saying that she's about to die, man. And very soon, right? It's like very soon that she's about to die. And she keep on saying it. So all of his family, all the Uncle Ruckus family, his dad, his two brothers, and then his mom as well, because you know his mom, it's a real I don't know what you could say, like it's kind of like depiction of a black family, right? The dad is real angry, like not a true depiction, but like kind of a stereotypical depiction. That's what I was looking for, of the black family and all that stuff, right? Of the mom, you know what I'm saying, the black woman loving the so-called white man, right? And then also just the sons being coons and stuff like that because of the way their mama raised them. Nonetheless, though, the dad was upset with the mama because all she did, well, his mother, the dad was upset with his mother because all she did was complain his whole life. He said, you've been talking about you was gonna die for 96 years. He said, I can't wait for this shit. He said, it's gonna be the happiest day of my life. He said, I'm gonna have ice. He said, nigga said, I'm gonna have ice cream and a birthday cake for your funeral, bitch. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious though. He said, I'm gonna have a birthday cake with ice cream and candles for your funeral. And that just made me think about the downfall of this place, man. It's gonna be us rejoicing, because we know it's coming to the end of the wicked, and we also know that we coming into our rest, man. Because as of now, we continue to work. That's what we're supposed to do. Work, service, man. The book of Job, chapter 5, and verse 12. We'll give verse 11. Now we'll give verse 10. Who giveth rain upon the earth and sendeth waters upon the fields, to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. Right? We're mourning, as it reads in the book of Daniel, man. He's going to wear out the saints, and the saints are Israelites. You know what I'm saying? People that are holy. Nothing more, nothing less. You know what I'm saying? The saints are Israelites. There can't be no other nation people. They're not holy. Verse 12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. It says he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noon day as in the night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor hath hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. And this is really talking about, you know what I'm saying, the hopeful elect. Because when these said perils come upon the earth, it isn't going to be any protection for you 2/3 niggas. Because that's really going to be y'all judgment. It's not going to be much protection for you. Verse 17, behold, happy is the man whom the Most High corrected. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. That's right. Because the Lord corrects those he loves, and he punishes his children. If you're not getting punished by the Lord, then that's a scary thing. You're not getting chastened or corrected, right? That's what I mean. For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth, and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7. there shall no evil touch thee. Here's my point coming down. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. So these are the things that are about to come to pass on the earth very soon. These are the prophecies that we've been mentioning to y'all, man. They're about to come to pass. While we have confidence that in that day we're gonna be all right when it comes to pass, and it comes to engulf the whole world. Verse 21. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. That's all I said, man. Birthday cake, candles, ice cream. So I'm gonna have ice cream and birthday cake for your funeral. Right? And that day we gonna be mocking them, man. When it comes to pass, Lord willing, we be at that number, of course. I'm speaking with confidence, man, in the Lord. But I'm not saying I am the elect. That's why we say, Lord willing, man, because we don't know. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. That's some more of the spiritual power, man. No, it is. You know what I'm saying? Being able to commune with the animals and stuff like that. Like, that's going to be beneficial. Those are things that are going to be beneficial in that day. You know what I'm saying? During Jacob's trouble. Those are going to be beneficial things. Let me see. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle, like dwelling place, shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation and shalt not sin. Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and thine offspring as the grass of the earth. Right? That comes into blessings as well. Now, I want to hit the book of Isaiah, as I was mentioning, you know what I'm saying, mockery and stuff like that. Because these people are going to be mourning, but we're going to be rejoicing. It says that in the book of 2nd Ezra. Matter of fact, I might as well get that because it just popped up. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2. Salaki. Chapter 2, and verse 27. Be not weary. Wait. Verse 25. Nourish thy children, O thou good. Let me get verse 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Right? As it reads in the book of Zechariah 13:8 and verse 9, it goes into the 1/3 being saved and the 2/3 being put to death. You know what I'm saying? The 1/3 going through the fire and being tried as silver, or being tried as gold is tried and being refined as silver is refined, right? Roughly paraphrasing. That goes into this as well. Verse 27 in my point. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. Right? In the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 3, you know what I'm saying? It talks about brothers shining bright as a firmament, man. Let me try and find that. Brothers shining bright as a firmament, man. And soon we gonna come into that. We're coming into that time too as well. But this government shutdown and shit like that going on, we're inching closer to Isaiah 4:1. To just tell y'all the truth, a lot of brothers' stock is gonna go up in these coming days, man. But it says, you know what I'm saying, those who are wise will shine bright as the firmament. Lord willing, we've been taking care of our business. We will be those men who shine bright as the firmament. This gotta be. Slocky, bear with me, Israel. I might just pull this out. Oh, here it is. Come. The book of Daniel, chapter 12. In verse 3, it says, and they that be bright, Shalakia, and they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. And we're seeing that increase of knowledge in all ways, shapes, and forms, man. All ways, shapes, and forms, man. Now, going back, though, like I said, man, a lot of brothers stock about the rise, man. Those roles that we was talking about is going to be reversed. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hail. Be joyful, O thou mother, which with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith the Lord. Now, going back, let me go to Isaiah briefly. Isaiah, that's 65. That's 31. The book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 12, it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Now let me get this verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord, Yahweh, why Yahweh shall cometh cruelly, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Like I said, once again, going into judgment. The Lord is not coming back he's not coming back teeth and palms, man. He's coming back with fire in his eyes. Ready to lay some shit down. Verse 10, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Let me read that again. And I will punish the world for their evil. What we've been talking about this whole time. And the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Okay? Got a damn eyelash in my eye. Verse 12. Because concerning, these are the days you're about to come upon, man. And concerning those days, these are one of the prophecies that are going to come to pass. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, which is talking about an Israelite man, right? And not just any Israelite man, an elect Israelite man. Because those are going to be the true men in that day. If you go back and read the scriptures, man, it talks about these men's hearts failing and all these other things. We can go over in verse 4, verse 6. How you, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. And they shall be afraid. Salakia. Verse 7. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. right? A lot of these niggas gonna have heart attacks. They're gonna become ashen faced. They're gonna turn into bitches. All of this. These quote unquote real men, because they're not gonna know what to do in that day. They were in the world. They were blind. When we was pushing this truth, they were blind to what was going on. So they're not gonna know how to do anything. Verse 8, and they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames, like I just said, man. Going back to verse 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. Okay? This world is about to do a 180, dog. It's about to be a complete flip. The Lord is angry with the nations, man. And he's about to bring forth judgment, judgment, judgment. The book of Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1, it says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying we will, Salaki, let me get verse 25. As to why these women are going to be seeking men. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war. And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she, being desolate, shall sit upon the ground. Now let's read 4 and 1. And that was the end of verse, that was the end of chapter 3. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. In that day shall the branch of the Lord Yahweh be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. Salagi. Now going back to what I was saying though, man, about I was in 2nd Ezra talking about how the heathen will envy us, how during the day of heaviness, we're going to be rejoicing. We're going to look back at their kingdom, and this is what we're going to say to them, Lord willing. Isaiah 14 and 1, it says, for the Lord, Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh Yahweh Shah. For servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. What group of people or nation of people have you known to be oppressed throughout the history of the world? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native American people, as well as the Israelite foreigners. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord, Yahweh Yahweh Shah, shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the land and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. A lot of these jakes out here, man, they've been in captivity so long, it's been indoctrinated into them to where they suffer from this disease, this syndrome called Stockholm, which is a syndrome to where you've been oppressed and enslaved so long that you start to love your oppressors. Verse 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth, right? The king of Babylon. Who's the king of Babylon right now? The ruler of America right now is Donald Nero Trump, man. right? We can go jump down to verse 12. Let me see. But that's a part of the market now. How have you failed? How's Babylon ceased? Right? This is the last thing I'm gonna say on this lesson. We can give 14 and shit. This is 13 and 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. And that word ravished means grape. I said grape. Verse 21, 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. The Lord of hosts hath sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand. That I will break the Assyrian in my land, and upon my mountains tread him underfoot. Then shall his yoke depart from off them, and their burden depart from off their shoulders. Right? The Lord is about to lay this place desolate. Desolate, man. It's not gonna be inhabited by anyone. It's going up in flames as a lake of fire and brimstone, man. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to those out there listening and watching. I'm gonna close it off there. Call hello, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakodash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone once again, who taught you this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Until next time, I say Shalom, Israel, Shalom. And as always, we're one day closer to the kingdom, man. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Shalom.